Hello, my lovely year 7 students. How are you and the entire family? Hope you're keeping safe. Today's review, we're going to look at the topic conjunctions. So we're going to review the meaning of conjunction and the different types of conjunctions. Now let's start with the meaning. A conjunction is a word that joins words, phrases, and sentences to become one sentence. To me, I see conjunctions as glue stick. By the time you have two pieces of papers, for instance, you have one, you can just touch a glue stick to it and stick the other one to it, and both become one paper. So it goes with conjunctions. So those words you can use to join words, phrases, and sentences, we group all of them as conjunctions in English. Let's look at the three types of conjunctions. The first one is the coordinating conjunctions. The second one, subordinating conjunctions. And the third one, correlative conjunctions. Let's start with the first one, that is the coordinating conjunctions. One unique thing about this coordinating conjunction is that it has an acronym. And the acronym is easily remembered, that students can just run over them and know or recall all the types or the examples of coordinating conjunctions. So we have the acronym FANBOYS. For these FANBOYS, what are the meaning of the words and how do we use them? F stands for for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So remember, it is not fanboy, but FANBOYS. So with the aid of this acronym, you can comfortably remember the types or the examples of coordinating conjunctions. Like I said earlier, we use these coordinating conjunctions to join words, phrases, and sentences that have equal value. How do I mean? If I have two simple sentences and I want to bring the two simple sentences together to form a compound sentence, all I need to do is to look for a suitable example of this coordinating conjunction and use it to join the two simple sentences to get my compound sentence. If I have two simple sentences this way, Jerry is ill, and I have another one, Jerry came to school today, and I want to bring the two simple sentences together, all I need to do is to look for a fitting one out of these FANBOYS to join them. I can use a word like yet. So the sentence will go this way: Jerry is ill, yet he came to school today. I've been able to use one of the coordinating conjunctions to bring the two simple sentences together as a compound sentence. So anytime you have any conjunction that is not part of these FANBOYS, please remember it is not a coordinating conjunction. Now let's look at the second type of conjunction, which is the subordinating conjunction. When we talk about subordinating conjunctions, they introduce dependent clauses. When we talk about dependent clauses, we are going to look at those group of clauses or group of words that may not stand on their own, and they are always starting with what? A subordinating conjunction. We call those ones subordinating clauses. Now, if I look at a subordinating clause, a subordinating clause cannot stand on its own. That's why we call it a dependent clause. And one unique thing about subordinating clause is that it must start with a subordinating conjunction. If I have a sentence like this: while I was going home, I saw Chloe. I have two clauses there. While I was going home is a clause. I saw Chloe is another clause. Now these two clauses are coming together. One depends on another. to make complete sense. If I comfortably say, while I was going home, can somebody understand fully what happened next? No, that means it's dependent. But I can say, I saw Chloe, and that is a main clause. So a subordinate clause in this sentence I've given, while I was going home, I saw Chloe. The subordinate clause, which is while I was going home, has a highlighting word, which is while. And that while is a subordinate conjunction, and it is starting that subordinate clause. So for me to have a full sentence, I have to combine this subordinate clause with the main clause to have the sentence as a complete sentence. So what are some of the examples of these subordinate conjunctions? We have words like after, although, because, before, even if, even though, and many more. So let's look at the third type of conjunction. The third type is one we call correlative conjunctions. What comes to your mind when you hear the word co? Co means company. That means a correlative conjunction comes in pairs, and you have to use both of them in different places in a sentence to make them work. I have examples like either or, neither nor, both and, no sooner than. So you have these words, having placed them side by side in a sentence before you get a complete context of that correlative conjunction. If I have a sentence like this, he is either tall or short. Here, I've been able to use either and or in a sentence, placing them in different locations in order to bring the context of that correlative conjunction out in the sentence. So at this point, we're going to look at the subsequent topics like clauses and sentences in our next episode. And we're going to see how these clauses and sentences can really play important roles in developing our writing and speaking techniques. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.